Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Russo. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Straight ahead, Walker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Here we go, set.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go up the middle with Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough Just bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down and 4. To the air yet again, Watson. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Boom, Milton, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL. Don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same time.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Nagar now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off of play action, it's Watson.
He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. On first down, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Chubb. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
On 1st and 10, Russo.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Complete to Bryant.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Watson being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Watson on first down.
Right back to Njoku. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, here's Mitchell. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson. Quick slant completes into Njoku. And they'll get this down to the 10. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Back to Walker on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Fury, ready.
Off play action. Russo. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on third down, Russo. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Out is Chris Nagar now to try the field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt.
Nagar's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Touchdown!
Kenneth Walker.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
To try again after the sack. Watson, they set up the screen to Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, it's Watson.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, Watson to keep it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Russo. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Again to Bryant, and again it's caught.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Watson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here comes Grant on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Chubb will try the middle here.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
York able to send this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Seahawks, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rub my jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up and scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm telling my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. But soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking next boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, right around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is man, yeah, I'm 10 down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turn down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now. Hey, I'm too turned down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now.
I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Do for the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. Ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the bitch, and you heard what I said. Spin out a million, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching the but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull him out before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up till like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Pins that me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be called like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice.